Hey food lovers, welcome back to my channel. Here, every meal is prepared with gratitude and love, remembering that every good and perfect gift is from above. Let's get cooking. Today we'll be making some honey garlic salmon. I've sliced my salmon into pieces and now I've washed my salmon and is now pat drying my salmon with paper towel. So you pat dry each piece because you don't want it to be wet. So you pat dry each piece of the salmon with a piece of paper towel before seasoning. All right, so after our salmon is dry, we now use some seasoning, some powdered seasoning to put on the salmon. So we use some Dash Original Seasoning Blend, Adobo All-Purpose Seasoning, some Old Bay Seasoning, Himalayan Salt, onion powder, garlic powder. And once we mix all the seasoning, before we apply the seasoning to the salmon, we drizzle a little bit of oil. I use vegetable oil this time around, but you can use whatever oil that you have in your pantry. So we apply the seasoning to the salmon, after which we will just give it a nice little tender rub on the salmon to get those seasoning blended in the salmon. As you can see, we are just applying the seasoning to the salmon with a little oil, which will help it to marinate in the salmon, making the salmon even more tasty. So you can see the seasoning all over the salmon. And we're not just going to do it on one side, we're going to do this on both sides. Alright, so we're doing the same process, applying the seasoning on the other side of the salmon. On this side is where the skin was because I removed all the skin from my salmon. So this side is where the skin was. So we apply the seasoning, the additional seasoning or the rest of the seasoning on the other side of the salmon. After which we're gonna drizzle a little bit of yellow mustard. And that yellow mustard, is gonna give it a nice crust, which will make the salmon even more delicious before putting it into. You can just eat it just like that after searing it with the honey, with the mustard on it. So it's right before you put it in the mustard there, right before you put it in the honey garlic sauce, we will drizzle that mustard and then give it a nice sear first on that side. All right, so we're about to start cooking now. So first, for me, I use coconut oil, the natural coconut oil, just to sear the salmon first. So not a lot, just probably about 2 to 3 tablespoons of oil. And then we'll just place our salmon with the skin side where the skin was, that side down, that's where the mustard is. So we'll get that nice crust on the salmon first. So we will cook our salmon for about 3 to 4 minutes on each side. We don't want to overcook it because we're going to put it afterwards in the honey garlic sauce, where it will just complete the cooking in the sauce, which is for about 2 minutes. All right, so after about 3 minutes on this side, I decided to turn my salmon, because as you can see, if you look in the middle of the salmon, you see where it starts getting white. So that part is cooked. So that's when now I turn the salmon and start preparing for the honey garlic sauce, because as I say, it's 3 to 4 minutes on each side. So you want to have that ready in the pan. Once you have removed your salmon, in the same pan you just melt some butter, and we're gonna add our onion, or for me I use 1 small onion, and I'll be adding my garlic. So I use my garlic press, which I got from Amazon, and I'll be just crushing that garlic so it can be more infused in the butter, and it will just give it that nice garlic taste. It won't be too overpowering because it's crushed so small, so you know that it's just melted in the butter. So I'm applying the garlic right now, and then we're gonna give it a stir before we add the honey. Alright, so I'm adding the rest of the garlic, because the garlic press couldn't hold all 5 cloves of garlic that I used, because I wanted it to be a nice garlic flavored salmon with the honey to just, balance it out. We don't want to have less garlic and more honey so it's more sweet. No. So right now I'm applying the honey to the pan, and then we're going to give that a nice stir. So after mixing all of that goodness together, we're gonna now apply the salmon back in the pot, and then we're gonna just drizzle that sauce over the salmon, each piece of the salmon, and just let it just cook for about 2 minutes, and then we can remove it from the fire. I wish you guys were here right now. It is smelling so delicious. Wow. Yes, so I'm now applying the honey garlic sauce all over each piece of my salmon, and then give it about another minute to just soak right through the salmon, to give each bite of that salmon that nice flavorful honey garlic sauce. So I'll be serving my honey garlic salmon with some jasmine rice. Ooh, 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 ooh. It is so hot and steamy, and on top of that, I'm gonna just add some slices of avocado, and to top it all off with a cool drink. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next video, where every dish feels like home.